belong to Chakma community. If you or someone want to know about the Chakmas in Arunachal Pradesh, here, as per my knowledge, I want to share is, I think during 1970 to 80s, Chakmas were settled in Arunachal Pradesh. I think during 70 to 80s. So I can relate a story which happened personally with my life. I think it is in maybe it is in 1981. Yes, at that time I was maybe just half year born baby at the time. So I want to relate a story which I got to know from my mother. At the time there was a treat because at the time Chakmas were not very educated. So they just newly arrived to Arunachal Pradesh. At that time it was Nepal. When they moved to Arunachal Pradesh, very less Chakmas were educated. At the time they suffer a lot during while they were staying in relief camp. They had to stay in a relief camp because they did not go there by themselves, because through the government they were taken over there. In this way they got all the facilities as a refugee, like ration, everything, ration card, and the identity card, and then they used to get ration, rice, pulse, kerosene oil, everything while staying in the relief camp. At that time I was quite small baby, newborn baby, but it is what I heard from my mother. So one story goes like that. I think at the time I was just 1.5-year-old baby. So at the time there was a treat from the local people, like there are many local people like Mishmi, Khamti, Chimpo, Adi, Tangsha, Nokti, many other many other tribes are there. So when they move to that place, they always face fear in their mind. They always have fear in their mind. So at the time, the story is like that. When I was 1 year and 6-month-old baby, there arose treats from the Mishmi people, because the place where I was born, it is quite close to the Mishmi people. It's in Chakma district, near Lohit district. In the Lohit district there are lots of Mishmi people, and in Chakma district our Chakma people were settled over there by the government. Even we got the government settlement land also. I think it's more than 5 acres. Yeah, at that time. So what I want to relate the story is, although the government gave them the settlement area where they can earn their livelihood, they have to stand on that land by doing some kind of farming. They have to live their life over there. So at the time, even though they got this kind of land settlement, but still they have fear in their mind about the local people, because my mom told me that sometimes the Mishmi people came to our village in order to buy some chicken, some cocks, like pigs, goats. They came and buy. And sometimes they just forcefully they took away. And sometimes they destroy, they cut down the houses. Sometimes they set fire the houses. Sometimes they beat the people because they always bear a very long dao. We call in dao, in Assamese I think dao, it's called dao, very long dagger or sword. So sometimes they used to do like this. They randomly come without any information by some kind of like truck, and then they how to say, they go one place to another place, and sometimes they buy also. They don't do like taking away without paying any money, but they pay also, but maybe not the exact price, not maybe the reasonable price. Sometimes they just instead of 200 rupees, they just pay maybe 100 rupees or 150 like this. And sometimes there are some bad people also among them. So they sometimes they set fire to the houses, sometimes they beat the people and then go away in this way. And this way our people, they got fear in their mind. Whenever they listen the information about their coming, the mystery people, I don't know how they get to know that they are coming. They just get to know that they are coming. They means they are the mystery people. They are coming. And then at the time they had to tie up all their accessories, all their commodities, all their household properties, and then hide in the jungle. So at the time I was just 1.5-year-old baby. So at the time this kind of threat arose in the village, and all the villagers, they are getting ready their accessories, their homely stuffs, and then ready to go in the jungle in order to save themselves from the mystery people, because sometimes they come randomly and then do this kind of harassment, like setting fire, beating the people without any reason, and then taking away the chicken, goats, pigs, like this. Sometimes they pay, instead of 100 rupees, they pay just 50 rupees. In this way they do something. And because of this kind of treats, when our people get the information that they are coming, they just try to tie up all those homely stuffs, their luggage, and then try to hide in the jungle. And then at the time I was quite young, just 1.5-year-old. So at the time we had 3 brothers, and then during this kind of situation, my father hanged my eldest brother on his back, and then other commodities are on his left side, right side, hanging over the front side, all these things. And my mom also occupied with the second eldest brother. I'm the third one at the time. We were 3 brothers. So we cannot work at the time, because we have to hide in the jungle very hardly when they come. And then we have to move our home properties also, because sometimes they set fire to our houses. That's why we have to carry all our properties along with us. And then in this way, my father was occupied with my eldest brother along with the home properties, hanging over left side, right side, and in front, and then on the back side was my eldest brother. And then mom also. My mom was occupied with the second eldest brother on her back, and then left side and right side all other properties. And there was no place for me, because on the back of my mom, my eldest brother, my second elder brother was there, and my father also, my big elder brother. So along with their properties. So father think that I will be safe if they come, even if the mystery people come. He intends to keep me inside a very big cane basket. Cane basket is made up from bamboo cane, very big cane basket. And since I'm not very unruly at the time, at that time. I'm quite silent, I'm calm. Father thinks that believe that I will be safe because usually I do not cry, even I'm hungry also, when I need to drink milk. At that time also, even very rare I hungry, I cry for milk. So father believes that I will be safe, since they have to move all the properties along with them, because rice, everything they have to carry. Otherwise, if they set fire, our houses all will be burned down. So along with their life, they have to carry all those properties. That's why father believes that if I am kept inside that big bamboo cane basket, then even though the Muslim people will come, they will not find anyone. And they will think that there is no one, even there is no any properties. So probably they might not set fire to our house, then I will be safe. Father believes like that, because my nature at the time was not unruly. I was calm and then not crying, even no any. I was quite calm at the time. But my mom is not agree with this point, since mom is always different from her father. Mom has more love and affection than a father, I think. So mom is not agree with the father's view point. So being not agree with the father's opinion, and see what he did is, she hung me in front of her in prom, on the chest with a cloth. We call it lungi. We call lungi, I think, mostly in Arunachal, lungi. She hung me in front of her chest with a lungi, and backside was my second elder brother, and then father has the biggest eldest brother, along with all the properties. So we hide to the jungle. So, and then finally, maybe the Muslim people came, and then, but luckily they didn't set fire the houses. They just came and checked if there is someone, and then whatever they got, maybe they had taken, like chicken, cow, pig, gold, all these things they carry on their car. So in this way, what I suffered during my 1.5 year old at the time. So still, it's like this is since my young age, what I'm suffering. Now I'm about 34 years old. So if someone wants to know about the Chakma people in Arunachal Pradesh,
you completed.
Okay, like presently what the Chakmas in Arunachal Pradesh facing is, like, although there is one student union, APSU, All Arunachal Pradesh Students Union.